Hello.
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 Bro,
Hello?
why have we turned Australian?
I
don't know.
don't ask. First and foremost, Dean, how was your day?
Oh,
That
yeah.
was amazing, James. I actually heard a really interesting fact, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I think
Okay.
I'll start off with did you hear about the guy who invented knock-knock jokes?
Oh no.
No,
He
I
won
didn't.
the Nobel Prize. Ba-dums.
No.
Okay.
Moving on.
Oh my
James,
God.
how was your day?
Yeah, it was alright. Woke up at 12, procrastinated about doing work for ages until
Love
Isaac
that.
pulled me away with Valorant. And then I did the podcast. It was pretty.
We've
Pretty
already
simple.
done it.
What?
The podcast.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing now.
It is finished.
It is
No.
finished.
Alright,
Thank
So
you
it's
for
not-
coming, guys.
Please stop confusing me. No, stop. Dylan, how was your day?
It's pretty right. Did fuck all. I meant to do a lot, but I did not. I started
Sure.
a music essay. That's about it.
Relatable. Dangus, day?
My day was good. I got some food, stocked up the fridge. Love a good
Nice.
fridge.
Love it.
And then watched half of Shutter Island before the power cut out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which I'm
we
annoyed
were
about.
supposed to fucking no.
What?
Oh, I'm happy. I haven't finished it.
Fair dues.
and the other
so-
one, Adam.
Adam, how was your day?
The other
The
one,
other
jeez.
one.
All right. But my day was good, boys. I think. I woke up, organised a bit of work, played some Apex. That was about it.
Lovely.
Nice.
So I was done with it.
Fair dues.
Sweet.
Right,
Nice playing
Someone want
Warzone.
to take it away with a topic?
What's the difference between a rabbit and a plum?
Oh God.
I mean, one's a
Well,
vegetable.
I think of quite a lot of differences.
Yeah.
For example, rabbits are animals. Not only animals, they are mammals.
Oh, I got it. They're different colours.
They're both purple, except for the rabbit.
Holy shit, I was right.
Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
What if it's
Yeah.
off though? What if the plum's like gone all rotten and, or it's not ripe
Mm.
yet? Are plums purple when they're not ripe? I think
Yeah,
they'd be
I
like
think
a
they're
weird
green, aren't they?
greeny. Yeah.
Hmm.
If
Yeah,
it's
so
too early.
yeah.
And who says rabbits aren't purple? You can
Yeah,
paint one.
paint one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
What's
playing.
red and bad for your teeth? A brick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is this it for the night, boys? Is that?
Yeah,
That's all it's
Right,
gonna be
so
wrapped
that's what
up?
it was.
no more talking, Bean. That's you.
Two guys walk into a bar. The third guy ducks.
Where do you find these? Have you just looked up?
No, I'm making them all up on the spot.
No, I don't believe you.
Genuinely am.
You are far too slow to think these up.
I genuinely am.
Right. What are we actually going to talk about?
I
Well,
mean,
I have no
we've
topics.
got
so
to-
You guys need to take it away.
First of
Shiz
all,
time.
we
James,
started
shut
doing some organisation in the Discord,
Crikey.
and
Did
Robbie
we?
ruined it.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How?
He just kept spamming it.
No, we've been
What?
trying to do like organization for ages, and I was writing in really good topics, and now I've been exiled to my own text channel
No.
because.
Which you
apparently my
haven't
topics-
typed in at all. Come
apparently
on.
I have done. Apparently my topics aren't up to scratch.
Well,
have-
okay, we'll
I've done
scroll
loads,
up.
you know. What happens when you put a gun in a dryer? That's a good topic.
What does happen?
What
when you
does
put a gun in
happen?
a
What
jar?
happened in
I
the
think
video?
it explodes. I didn't watch the whole video.
The whole
I don't
gun
know why.
explodes.
Good topic. Moving on.
Wouldn't it just like whirl around inside?
Yeah, I'm
Not doing
damaged
it.
No,
the
but
dryer a
I
bit.
think it gets hot in it.
Well, not hot enough to explode.
Yeah.
Not hot enough to ignite the gunpowder.
A microwave
Primer.
is hot enough to.
And with water running around
Yeah,
it.
true.
Dry.
I don't know. Lesbian pirates.
Lesbian pirates. Let's go.
Oh, true.
Yeah, dude.
We could talk about lesbian
And Bonnie.
pirates.
Shredded wheat. Love the headline.
Should we explain it?
What? Shredded wheat?
Yeah. Shredded wheat is like the. I don't know.
Shredded wheat bangs.
I
Not-
do love shredded
I,
wheat,
I like putting
I like
honey on
shredded
my
wheat.
shredded wheat.
I haven't had it in ages, but it's very good.
God.
dude. Oh, I miss cereal.
Cereal was
You
like
can't have it
crazy.
once you turn
It's-
over 16.
What are you talking about?
What do you want to be
That's a
true?
lie. I'm
You've
gonna
got to start having boring things like
Yeah.
granola and
Granola.
and broccoli.
Weetabix.
James, what do you usually eat for breakfast?
Well, what lately?
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of porridge lately.
Are
Dude,
you
I told
okay?
you. Once you
You've
go over,
aged 60 years. And
I'm
I
only,
eat
I'm
porridge.
only, I'm only eating
Three
porridge.
bears and Goldilocks out here.
I'm only eating porridge because
actually quite
we've
like
run out
granola.
of cereal, so I can't have cereal.
but not broccoli.
I think yikes.
And also, it's not
Sorry.
broccoli. Is, porridge is fucking awesome. Bit of honey.
Please, sir,
so
can I
good.
have some
Nah.
more?
Oh, it's not gruel. It's
What?
porridge. Difference.
I've got
What's
really-
what's the difference between gruel and porridge?
Gruel is made of like just bits
Meat
of
and shit,
wheat
isn't
and
it?
shit
Yeah.
and meat
And
and like
porridge,
just scraps. And porridge is made out of oats.
Oats, brother.
so Weetabix is gruel.
Kind of, but it's not disgusting.
solid
Like
gruel.
gruels. And
Gruel
it doesn't have water on it or any like bits of
Yeah, but you add
waste
water
meat,
to it.
like pigtails and stuff.
You add water to it.
gruel.
Mate, this
What?
fucking guy in the
I don't
chat
know.
and shit.
I don't know if you. Isaac's. Oi, hold on a sec.
What?
You know you can say
Oh,
words.
stop. A thin liquid food about you.
Isaac, did we ask?
Arse. Wait one sec.
Only drugs.
What? We did a mod check.
What?
No, we don't have BTTV on.
What the? What?
What?
We do,
That-
but you
that's
have to
basically-
go into the. You told me before you have to go into something else, like the website version or
Wow.
something.
What? I am in the website version.
You said it's a Chrome extension. I don't know.
I have the Chrome extension.
Do it.
I don't know.
Well,
We'll
yet
figure it
again,
out later.
Streamlabs has broken
got-
itself. Very nice.
Yeah.
I've
We'll
got a
figure
good
it
topic for you guys.
See? Yeah.
Why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
Oh God.
There's
If
no
you
reason
know-
it can't.
Then it'd be a foot.
What is your logic?
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah.
Do you get
That's
that? Do you get
funny. Do,
Right.
do you have any topics and not jokes?
So it's a topic, right?
Bean-
This is what
Bean.
I mean.
What? What?
We talk so much shit in topics.
I don't- Give me one example of something I've said which is awful.
Tuning
That.
pianos.
What?
That.
Weirdest
What's
dream?
that?
We can talk about weirdest dream.
Weirdest dream, yeah.
Let's
That's
go.
just easiest.
I don't really remember my dreams, so I can't really input.
Same here.
I had
Same here.
I had my weirdest like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I was on a ship for some reason, and
Yeah.
there were a bunch of celebrities, and for some reason there was a shit ton of black tar heroin.
Okay. Right.
So, and it was liquid, which I don't know why, but Tom Hiddleston decided to go swimming in this black tar heroin, and
As he does.
yeah, as he does. But oh God, I can't remember much because dreams, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it just
have a reoccurring dream.
Ooh, interesting.
I think it's the only one
it's a sign.
that I can remember because I've had it so many times, and it's I'm like in my room, and I just feel awfully small, and I feel like the walls are expanding outwards, and it's like anti-claustrophobia. It's like I'm like panicked about the fact that the walls are getting further and further away. Like I'd never be able to leave this room,
Or are you shrinking?
and it's weird. Or am I shrinking? That's a good point. I don't know.
It's just
Agoraphobia. Well, yeah, but I'm not usually scared of big open spaces, so I don't know. It's just a weird dream, but it happens so many times. And yeah, Bean, you were saying you had a weird dream. I think.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well,
I'm
why
pretty
did you put
sure.
it in?
You
chat?
were you literally told
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I did have one though. So the other night I had a dream that I was like a rich Arabian prince, and
Yo,
in like a dystopian future,
yo.
they had like banned shooting video games, So
Oh.
the only video games you could play were like racing games.
Did you
And
love a
I became-
princess with a tiger?
I became a pro Forza player.
Wow,
Dude, big respect.
Yeah.
that's
Love
cool.
Forza.
But what if you
I
crash?
love
Is that
the
then
whole
violence banned?
Yeah.
Hold on, is this our future? I think you may have predicted the future, being
Well, I
all
do
the
often do
all
that.
the
I do
all this
often do that.
censorship. Yeah,
I can
you do.
see the future.
You are a prophet after all.
Yeah. I make profit.
What is this with Bean being like the next Jesus or some shit?
I
He
mean,
is.
He's the next Jesus, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't died yet, so I don't think I ever can die.
That's a good
Fair
point. Like,
That's a fair point.
yeah,
Yeah, but surely then I can be Jesus.
maybe.
possibly.
I haven't died.
Probably not though. I mean, Bean's cool. So.
I just
Yeah.
feel like
Whoa.
I'm main character enough, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just like a side character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Side character Stevens.
Side character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had a similar dream. What was your dream, Isaac? When you enlighten us?
Well, if it's similar, then we just talked about it.
Where's
Same
Tom?
as Anx's.
No, I think you're talking about my
yours,
weird-
sorry, Yeah.
My weird.
I'd be surprised if anyone has
Yeah.
had a similar dream to what I've had.
Yeah, mate, it's my recurring dream.
Swimming in black tar heroin.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I actually went to a bookshop the other day.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't often,
Yeah.
but like I did, and I picked up a thesaurus,
Right.
Right.
and I bought it, but it's actually a really bad thesaurus. Like this thesaurus is terrible, and not only that, it's terrible.
What makes it better?
Wow.
No one got my joke, so we're gonna move on.
Oh.
I got it.
Oh my God.
Do you get it?
Bean.
'Cause I said
Can you
terrible
stop?
twice.
Can
I
you
said
stop?
terrible
No,
twice.
no,
Do you get it?
can you
Do
stop?
get it?
Please stop. Stop. Stop.
I
Stop.
actually want the little fake out there where I said
Stop.
it was a story.
Please stop.
What?
No more jokes. They're so bad. Stop.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Please.
we can. So I'm going up, and I'm looking
It's gonna
For,
be a big ass.
Yeah, you're gonna be
topics. But
scrolling for a
you
while.
guys had a
but
massive argument, so I can't even fucking tell what's going
The
on.
Mars landing happened.
Did it?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
What, with people.
No.
No.
Nah.
Good old Rover.
So I can't remember the date
Mark
exactly,
Rover.
but probably like 1 or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The Perseverance rover landed on Mars.
Yep.
This boy was quite similar to like Curiosity and shit. Except this time it's got a fucking drone on it, and it actually captures like cores of the ground instead of analyzing dirt samples.
Yeah.
So instead of
Crazy.
analyzing the samples
Can
on the rover,
Take it back to the
yeah.
big boy machines.
So they're basically creating these capsules, which it has like a robot arm inside it, which it can store them, and
Joe.
they'll send another thing to send the samples back to Earth so they can analyze them.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But like,
Technology's
the point?
amazing.
What
Yeah,
is up
I'm
with it?
confused. Why?
Why are we doing this?
Yeah,
What-
why are we doing this? I am genuinely curious because isn't the like it can't be that different to Earth, like what it's made of.
Yeah, but they're
Like,
trying to look
is-
for
is-
life now, pretty much, or signs of past life, because they're at the bottom of a lake bed now,
Okay,
or a
fair.
riverbed.
So they could find
thought it
maybe a
was a
few little
crate.
gremlins.
Right there.
Yeah, so they worked on the landing trajectories and stuff, so they can pinpoint it much better now.
Yeah.
And yeah, they managed to land pretty accurately in the bottom of this crater slash lake bed, and that's probably the most probable place where they might find life. So
Wow. What
They
about the
yonked
ice
it there.
caps?
Hmm.
Surely
The ice
there's surely because the you know Mars's ice caps.
Yeah.
yeah.
My thinking is so there's ice caps, right? And like underneath that there's got to be like liquid water, right? Because it gets hotter as you go down.
Yeah.
Isn't the ice sitting on?
I thought heat rises.
But
Is that a myth? Like I don't understand that.
What?
Does heat actually rise?
It displaces cold air.
Because when gas gets warmed up, its
exalts.
volume, its
Yeah,
density decreases.
Oh, and I guess the
And
only
because of
way
that-
the only way to expand is upwards.
That's why
Yeah.
hot air balloons work, because it's basically just creating buoyancy in air because the
Yeah.
hot air is more buoyant or it's
Right. That's
a
clear.
lower
less dense than
lower density. Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought about my previous point, and it's fucking stupid. Don't even answer it.
what was it?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't think about it at all when I asked it.
What?
About
was the point?
well, I was like, surely if the ice caps, there's polar ice caps, surely when you go down it gets hotter, so they'll be liquid. But no, it just fucking stops at the earth,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
like the ground. Fucking
but like, if global warming is real, why haven't they melted?
'Cause
Checkmate.
it's no longer called global warming. It's climate
called
change now,
climate
isn't it?
change.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, liberal.
Is anywhere actually getting colder though?
Dude, Texas froze over. I don't know if you were aware of this.
No, but like, is the average temperature in Texas dropping, or
It's not-
is it just a freak event?
It's not
No, it's
that
like
the
more
climate is
extremes,
getting
isn't it?
colder.
Yeah.
It's just more extreme. Yeah.
So like a place that like summer is hotter, winter is colder.
Yeah,
than
So
in
I
The
Europe.
reckon-
last
stronger.
5 summers in England have been
Yeah, I know.
horrible.
No, they're lovely. Hotter the
But
better.
but I don't think anywhere is actually getting colder on average. So surely global warming is the correct term.
No, I think
Um,
global warming is a part of climate change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the other day I
That's
finally
what
found out
warming
the
is one
difference
part.
between dementia and Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's. I don't know. What is the difference?
Was
think-
it
yeah,
you,
we-
Angus? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think
So
dementia is like the way
Symptom.
I can't. Yeah, it's
So
the symptom, and
all-
Alzheimer's is
all Alzheimer's
Um,
is dementia, but not
dementia,
all
but not
dementia
all
is
dementia
Alzheimer's.
is Alzheimer's. Yeah,
So that was another
one of
cool
those. Yeah,
Just
So,
random
how-
sidetrack.
So
Well-
what are the differences between not Alzheimer's dementia and Alzheimer's dementia?
I think it would just be
Like
like, a different
amnesia.
part of the brain, maybe.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
It's a shame none of
Or-
us
or-
do
or-
like
or a
psychology.
different form of
Yeah.
degradation, decay of the grey matter in the
It's
brain or something.
yeah, you're right, Adam. It's a shame we're all part of the same fucking subgroup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need some more
Yeah.
diversity.
Yeah.
Like
talk
Thermium,
about
because he
Uni's
knows
fault.
everything. Where is Thermium?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is
Fucking late,
Yeah,
and he's like,
He knows all of the things. So where's he gone?
at
Get
Thermium.
Someone get phone.
No, he can. I'm sure he's probably watching football or something. I don't know.
Boy.
Oh fucking.
oh, that's invented by the middle class. to
Hey,
working class
thank you for the
and
follow.
genius.
Wait. Oh, nice.
What? Oh, Chog
Pog.
Pamp.
Pog.
Who was that?
Tofu. Tofu.
Oh, right.
It's actually Toph OW.
Tofu W.
Or if you wanted to expand, it'd be Toph Overwatch.
Ah, I see.
Tovo.
Anyway, back to the Alzheimer's thing. I think about this a lot, and I think if I got Alzheimer's,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Why do you do
James,
that?
mate, this is not healthy.
because I just think, like, if I were to get Alzheimer's, right, all my memories would go, and well, not all of them, but at a point they would stop existing,
Yeah.
and I'd just be sitting in this hospital.
Yeah.
And I think at some point, am I just going to teleport? Because those memories don't exist.
Oh my God, James. Mate.
You realize that dementia isn't like superpowers. It's
No,
not like
no,
getting
no, I
bitten by a
know,
radioactive
I know.
spider.
I know, but like I won't remember living my life. So will I get to that point where I start developing Alzheimer's and just bang, I'm in a hospital?
I think it's more like you forget everything past 60 seconds or something. So you remember the last
Oh,
60
really?
seconds, yeah.
So
It's not
can you-
like a measurable thing. It's like
No.
some memories will go, some will stay, but they'll
Yeah.
become more hazy, and you'll sort of mix them
Right.
up and sort of interchange them and stuff. So
Yeah.
Can you?
you might
life
see
hack
something
it?
on TV and
I-
think
I
it was
think-
part of your life.
Life hacker.
Amnesia is
What
more
Kiwi
what
said
I
too.
was-
Well, I mean,
Oh,
these are more like
shit.
these are more like
Can you, like,
theoretical
Can you
things
put like
on
an
a pod.
elastic band on a jar and just life hack it?
No, I was thinking, can you like maybe do you forget the past 60 seconds but remember the previous 60 seconds to that? So can you just life hack it and live in the past?
That's fucking weird.
There is some story of a dude who has amnesia, and
Alright.
every morning they wake up next to their wife, but they don't know that they're his wife. So he always I don't know how to explain it, but
So it's like, damn, I got lucky last
he's basically living like Groundhog Day.
Right, but he can't. But he doesn't remember the.
But he doesn't remember the previous day. Yeah,
That is well. That's probably. I don't know. Is that worse than remembering the previous day, or better? Do you reckon?
You could just like write it down though.
like Memento.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't know that this day was reoccurring.
No,
Yeah.
but you could just write that down.
What? Why would you write it down if you didn't know?
Because then you would know.
What?
Okay. I don't know what to say for that. That is flawless logic.
No, I don't understand what's stupid about that.
I can hear you smiling. You know what's stupid about
You
that.
can't make me smiling, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not smiling.
Ugh.
I never smile, James.
I'm
Smiling is
grinning.
a sign of weakness.
Let's set up something on Discord real quick. So shit's gonna disappear.
Talking of amnesia, I've been watching what I guess
What are you doing? He's getting another beer.
oh I
Why
see.
why is this so scuffed?
I don't know, man. Talking of
Yo,
amnesia,
low key, low key, I just thought Angus was at James's house, but it's just Angus far away.
might as well be. Tried explaining to this guy he had dementia.
I'd come to your house.
Was that a wedding, not a care home? Oh my god. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, if I had dementia, I'd want someone to explain it. But I guess that's probably a good point because you remember for 2 minutes and then you're back. Yeah, maybe. I'm just trying to think about life hacks for people with dementia, so they can get on with it.
Hack life.
James, mate, you're not like a psychologist or anything.
I'm not qualified.
Dude,
But
James can be whatever he wants to be.
exactly, we live in a society.
We do.
Do what I want.
Mate, imagine if we could just imagine I could just go into a hospital and just be like, yeah, I'm a doctor.
Do
Dude,
it.
Just
That's
kill
the
some
whole.
patients.
That's the whole concept of. There's a film. Can you catch me or something? Catch me if you can.
All right.
Where this dude runs away from home at 16 and becomes an airline pilot, and then he gets bored of that and becomes a lawyer.
What a lad!
Then he gets bored of that and becomes a doctor.
How does he do it?
It's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Frank Abagnale. It's really weird.
Wow.
Then he gets caught in France and works for the FBI. It's really
And he just tells them, "I've been just doing my shit."
yeah. Well, because this dude knew how to make amazing forgeries, so they worked for the FBI.
So what he'd forged
Fraud.
like
He forged checks from airlines and hand them into like different places and get free flights everywhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Legend.
great.
I
film.
watched a film. It's a little bit more serious. It was a German film about this German soldier.
Is it shit?
Towards the end of the war, he was a deserter, and he basically was getting hunted down by military police, and he found this officer's uniform, and he just went on this like crazy arc of pretending to be a Nazi officer, and because it was so hierarchical, people would just do what he said and shit like that, and he just did hundreds of war crimes and shit and just commanded people to do loads of crazy shit, and it's a true story, and it's just people were so free back in the day. It's like, well, of
Back
course
in
I wouldn't
my
want to do anything like that, but it's just like, wow. I cannot
like-
believe people get away with this shit.
Yeah, like being a pirate, like
Yeah, like
do
being a
whatever you want.
pirate. Oh my
Yeah.
god! Like,
being a pirate, obviously.
do you want to talk about the lesbian pirates?
Let's go.
I'm not sure there's a lot to say except
No.
that there were like 2 lesbian pirates. I think that's all there is
Oh,
to it.
that's
Yeah.
nicer. There we go.
Sad.
Overlays are back up. That looks pretty nice actually. Except the text is off center. That's quite annoying.
I'm confused.
I updated the
Ooh,
overlays.
that's nice.
All right.
A bit
I like
cleaner
that.
now.
That's cool.
Except
as
the
well.
definition of Discord. I don't know
Yeah.
what's up with that. If anyone knows, I'd greatly appreciate.
Definition of Discord.
Yeah,
Oh, I
look at
see.
the look at
Yeah,
the look
it's
at our
all.
names.
Yeah, it's only nice when someone
They're
starts
bold.
talking.
We all
Yeah.
just need to talk constantly and not listen to each other.
Good idea. That makes for
Yeah,
a
dude.
brilliant.
Oh, I know. It might be a glitch with the chroma key. I'll give it a go.
Mm.
Carry on. Oh, that's another
What's
one.
the
good
Starship
jokes?
landing. Flight even.
Oh yeah, big boom.
Big boom.
What?
So
Initially good, then big boom.
SpaceX flew the Starship the other day. For a little bit, just to do a test run of the landing system, which is basically landing it like a skydiver, which is pretty fucking cool. They landed a bit too hard and made a little fire, but it didn't really do anything. And then it seemed like they put the fire out, but after a while, it just like 5 minutes later just blew up,
Wow.
Yeah.
and it
It's
blew up with a lot of
quite
force
a
as well.
sight.
Oh my god, Elon Musk is so cool.
Oh, Elon Musk is so smart, he's so
He's
intelligent. He
oh my God.
single-handedly invented cars, tunnels, and rockets. He's such a genius.
And PayPal. Can't forget PayPal.
Oh yes, I fixed it.
Mm.
I,
What
I,
do you,
oh, go on.
I was just gonna say, what do you call a man who can't stand?
I don't care.
Oh God.
Neil.
Shut up, please.
We said no. We
This
said
guy,
no more
this
jokes.
guy.
Why? They're good. It's
They're
good
terrible.
content.
Mate, they're awful. They're like so bad that they're funny.
Why is it that a lot of these rockets and stuff like always have a delay to when they explode?
What do you mean?
Like, it's never like instant. I feel like whenever I see a rocket blow up, it's always like something's gone wrong.
Oh, they're already in the air a bit.
Boom.
It's probably
I don't get
because
it.
of the way they spread, because they're such like huge machines,
Yeah.
and the fire
Yeah, I
spreads
guess.
slower, I guess.
I guess. True.
Yeah.
Probably only appears it's like planes in the sky, because they're so big they look like they're going quite slow. In actual fact, they're doing like.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it's probably just a visual thing.
Possibly. They do like 200 and 300 mile an hour.
You see that they're planning to launch a space hotel by 2027.
I did.
Space
I saw
hotel.
that.
How's that gonna work?
Yeah, it's gonna be a hotel in space.
Wow.
Wow, really?
Yeah, by 2027, which is ambitious.
What are you gonna do?
I don't feel like they're gonna do it by 2027.
What are you gonna do in no gravity?
Just hang around, doesn't it?
It'd be cool if they did spacewalks. That'd be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
don't-
true. But like,
that'd be
Yeah,
sick.
a lot of
Again.
training.
what do you
Mm.
do? What do you do up there?
It's bragging rights. I've been to space. That'd be
James, we can
sick.
become space pirates and rob the hotel.
We could become space people and then do scientific papers for Dream.
Yes, dude. We can prove that Dream didn't cheat, and he is in fact the best actor and role player on the whole platform.
Oh my lord!
Oh Lord, he coming. Oh,
love
No,
Dream.
seriously
I love
though,
Dream.
like unless you're going to another planet, it's like, what's the point?
No, but James, we could be space pirates, dude.
That would be
Get a
cool.
space
Actually.
ship.
Wouldn't it?
Bean, the days of becoming a cool pirate are not over, because when we get super advanced and like are like
Tom's live.
when spaceships are available to be bought by anyone, space pirates will be so
live?
frequent.
Yeah.
Young Tom
I-
P.
But,
Cannot wait.
but we'll be like 40 by then.
Yeah, true. But I mean, but like aging won't be a thing by then.
True.
They'll fix aging. So
And that you probably live longer in space because
Yeah.
there's like no gravity weighing you down.
think about how much you could get done if you didn't die. Like,
I mean, not much more than
like-
we do now, James.
like,
we don't get a lot done as it is.
people think about like people always talk about how our population would be horrible, but like you could like just expand into space and then overpopulation would be fixed. Tom, you're right. I personally wouldn't do anything, but loads of people would do things, and it wouldn't be me. Like, what I get is if we didn't die, overpopulation wouldn't be an issue because we just expand and go to space.
We just wouldn't have any more children.
That's true, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is
How much realistically do you think buying this rocket would cost?
several billion.
Several
What?
billion?
No, it wouldn't.
No.
Not several.
Well,
It depends what
Buy-
kind of rocket.
do you want to
I
buy
don't know,
one?
enough to commandeer a bigger rocket.
What kind
Well,
of
it doesn't-
rocket?
It doesn't need to be big. It's just
How
it's how you use
You
it,
just
right?
gotta be able to put a couple
So it's
guns on
like-
board.
Cause
Yeah, so it's like if you have a few laser guns and then just a basic front facing shield,
Dude, there's so much
Yeah,
cheaper.
yeah,
than I
yeah.
thought.
Like-
the Falcon 9 is
So
cheap
it's-
as fuck.
you just need, I'd say, two
7
thrusters,
million.
a small like in what's it called, that sci-fi film with the raccoon who shoots things and the
Guardians of the
Guardians.
Galaxy.
That's it, like Guardians of the Galaxy. Just
Thing
have a
over
full
the hedge.
Oh fuck yeah!
that is such a good film.
It's such a good film.
The bit where the bit where he gets a bit of bark and then rubs a bee on it. God, that is a brilliant.
Can we talk
film.
about how Boss Baby is such a wild concept of a movie? Have we already talked about this?
No, I think you
It's
wanted
just
No.
ridiculous.
previous. the
Like, he
previous
sat down in a board meeting and said, yeah, let's combine bosses and babies.
Sounds legit.
You know what I mean?
I don't think it's that
That's legit,
crazy a
yes.
concept.
Is
because
it even a
That
book?
crazy.
It's not that crazy because if you think as a parent, the baby is your boss. It's telling you what,
Bruh,
dude,
that's so deep.
It's so deep.
Like- like
They-
It's an allegory. Or an allegory if you're an idiot. It's
Or-
like that one.
Guys, was it a book originally? Because I know a lot of books get turned into movies.
I think it was like one of the great artworks of the 20th century.
Really?
Yeah.
written by Boathaven.
I found some pictures of the Starship, by the way. I'll put them up now.
Book.
Gosh. Oh yeah, let's see.
Big boom.
Starship.
It landed for like 5 minutes before it blew up.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this?
It landed quite hard though. It did a bit of a plonk.
Yeah.
The Starship. Adam.
Mate, what Starship?
Why does it look like a bullet?
Oh, don't
There are
know.
no
it's just
fins.
the way it
Aero-
is.
How does it stay?
Aerodynamic.
Well, there's no fins. How does it stay stable?
There
It's got
are.
no wings. How
have
does
a
it
look.
fly?
There
How-
are. There are.
It doesn't
You-
flap any wings. How does it fly?
There's some on the front and bigger ones on the back if you look closely.
You can see like a triangle.
Yeah. And it basically uses them like arms, like a skydiver, so lifts them up and pushes them down to
Hmm.
create more or less drag.
Yo,
And that's how it
sick.
re-enters the atmosphere. And this is the one that's hopefully gonna take people to Mars, but we'll see.
Oh, it doesn't look like it.
Well, not this. Not this exact one.
This is a prototype, so they didn't really give a shit if it blew up. The main part of it was the top image. That's what they wanted to test. The landing.
Right.
The legs weren't even built to properly support it, really.
Still seems a bit stupid not making legs for something that costs.
Yeah. why
They're
do they
taking
make
it-
these
it
things
costs
and then
nothing,
blow them
really.
up?
What?
I mean, it's several million.
That's nothing, really.
But a couple of legs would
Hey,
be
that
like,
was
what,
really
20 quid?
Yeah.
They're taking it one step at a time, designing the legs and making them strong enough to hold the whole rocket and stuff.
Why don't they just
It's a lot
skip
of-
these failures and give the money to me?
Yes.
Based.
True.
Based.
Facts.
I think
Yeah.
about like how sick it would be if I was rich a lot. Like life is just so good if you're rich.
Like
Money can buy
uber
you happiness.
rich. Uber rich.
Well, I mean not necessarily, but like, I
Comfortably
don't.
rich.
Financially
wouldn't-
stable.
I wouldn't say.
Bit
well,
more
not-
than
not
financially
even-
stable.
Yeah, a bit more than. Yeah.
Like
I don't-
10 digits.
Uber rich is fine.
Yeah,
10 digit. How many is
digits.
that? That's like
Like
that's
10
like
mil.
10 billion.
10
Isn't
mil.
that in the billions?
That
No,
I think that would be
10 mil.
trillions.
No,
No,
10
wait.
digits.
1, 2, 3,
Let's
4, 5,
go
6, 7, 8, 9.
one-
That's a million.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is a billion.
Is that
1, 2, 3,
There.
4, 4.
hundreds? What?
5,
with,
6, 7,
with-
8, 9.
half of us do maths.
That's not a billion, James. Are you stupid?
No, that,
9
that-
is 100. Oh, okay. 8 digits
Yeah,
then.
9 is 8 digits.
That's 100,000 million.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3.
That's a comfortable,
that's,
like.
so that's 10 million. Yeah, Dylan. 10 million or over, and I'd be happy.
It's a good.
actually,
Like,
no,
you can
no.
get like a 2 million
Like,
house and then live comfortably.
1
paying
or
your
over. And
bills
I'm
and
happy.
shit.
James, 1 million will give you nothing nowadays.
To be
No,
fair.
I mean
The
1
average, the
pound
average...
over.
Oh, okay. Fine.
I just
That's
want to be
fine.
richer.
Yeah,
I just want to be happy.
I don't get it when people say
Yeah,
that
shit.
money will buy you happiness.
Silence, wench.
Yeah, me neither, bro. No, I don't
would.
get that.
It would
I don't get it.
make me so happy if I was rich.
Yeah, but don't think forever. Like, I think you'd get new problems. You know?
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
what problems will I get? Like,
Money certainly enhances happiness, is what I think.
yeah,
Angus would be the one to talk.
but I mean, yeah,
Yeah, literally.
I feel like all the people who say money doesn't buy you happiness are all the rich people.
Yeah,
They
so
probably
maybe
know from
they
experience.
know what they're talking about.
Or maybe they just don't want anyone else to get rich because it makes them feel less special.
True.
Based.
True. We've exposed them.
We're,
We exposed them in January.
we're speaking
That's what
straight
we-
out the fax machine today.
I feel like I've rambled a lot this Podwank.
We all have
Um,
really.
It was good.
I'm gonna just sit back and let you guys
Aye.
go ham.
I
What exactly is the meaning of hat films were in it, Robbie?
what? Yeah.
It's one of your
Wait.
suggestions that you wanted to talk about. So
Hats. Wait, let me find the message.
films were in it.
I know hat films are like a YouTube.
Yeah.
I have never said hat once.
It's hat with
Search
4 capital T's.
TTT. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is it in Rosy Spam?
Yeah, no, it's in topics.
No. Topic.
top-
This was when we
Oh,
were
I
trying to
think I said-
organize.
Oh.
I said, yeah. Okay, so I said, did you guys see the new the new TTT
Oh,
episode from
right.
the cast on TTT Tuesday?
Okay.
Hat TTT films are in it.
Oh right.
Yeah, I was just spamming
Like,
T.
I used to watch loads of those TTT videos, but
Yeah.
Do
they're
enjoy
just so
them.
samey, and so I've given up.
Yeah. I liked Sea Nanas. Sea Nanas was great.
I
don't know.
liked when they did the GTA videos.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big
Hmm.
fan. I thought they were very samey.
No, but like, it was less about the video and more about them just talking about random shit,
Yeah, fair enough.
which is the
Thanos
same as what
game.
Hat Films does. Which I like.
Mars landing.
I'm a Shin man.
Yeah, I don't know why they had to cut him out. Like, it was only sexual harassment. It's not that bad.
I mean, yeah, everyone does that nowadays.
Yeah,
Come on.
I mean, get over it.
It's only drugs.
So what else have you got?
It's not good.
Stanford prison experiment.
I should stop typing normal messages like this. That's a good topic.
Yeah.
Question mark on the end, of course. But yeah, Stanford prison experiment. That's a good one. I don't really
saw
know
a
too much about it, but I think either Angus or Robbie wanted to talk about it before.
I think Robbie posted it originally, but I
Yeah.
reposted it because something we were talking about reminded me of it.
Fair enough.
Well, it was just about them Donnies. Like, half of them like pretended to be prison guards, half of them pretended to be prisoners.
And then the prison guards
Yeah.
got really like violent and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I read a
Power button.
thing, and I haven't fact checked this, and this was just from one source, that the guards were in fact like encouraged to be like straight.
Mm.
So the whole experiment's kind of whack.
I think they were encouraged to act like authority.
Prison guards.
Yeah,
I think that was
Yeah.
the basis of it, that it showed
Yeah.
that authority was so like dominant and aggressive in
Corrupting.
this
Yeah.
society.
power is corrupting. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's-
No,
Like-
but I think the idea was that they were encouraged to be,
Psychologically
Act in a
control
corrupt
the
manner.
prisoners, according to Dom.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like, didn't the prisoners come out of it with like major PTSD and
A,
shit?
a lot of them had a mental disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the whole thing was kind of like defunct because it was kind of whack.
So they didn't actually. Did they even prove anything, or give evidence for it?
I think nothing that's really like usable if they were encouraged to act a certain way, because then it's not. You know what I mean?
Wow, what a crazy thing. Oh,
And it was
Do you
stopped,
guys-
like, earlier than it was meant to end because it was too bad. I think.
Yeah.
But Tom can correct.
I feel like this is a stupid question, but do you guys think that power is corrupting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like, why? Like, what would we become corrupt if we had power?
Most people with power eventually realize how much they can do with that power,
Yeah.
Mm.
and I don't know. I
But
suppose it's
my
at the
issue
back
is
of everyone's head.
My issue is that people in power are usually all from the same kind of background, and so like I've never seen someone from poor working class make it to prime minister, so I don't know. I wonder if maybe there's more like strings attached than I just
Are
have
you saying
power.
that a group of people may be pulling the strings and control the
That's-
world from behind the
I
scenes?
should not have mentioned strings.
Is that what you're implying, James?
No,
That a certain group of people who won't be named?
no.
No? Okay.
I do like. I mean, there is a big issue, at least in our country, with I don't know what it's called, but like all the prime ministers were in it. It's like a group. Like, what's it called? It's like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a little group where they secure each other jobs and shit, and it's like
Okay.
just pathetic. But yeah, I don't
Guess
know.
it's effective
Mhm.
for them. Guess it's effective for them.
Yeah, it lands jobs. I wish like actual smart people got into power, like because these people who get fucking degrees in politics, what do they actually fucking know?
Nothing.
Like,
They have
like,
no
why-
experience being normal
yeah.
people.
why don't we have like scientists and industrialists and economists and shit in power rather than these?
Because they won't care about the people either. They'll just care about building big buildings and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you'd have like
Some average
like-
Donnies.
no, but you'd have people from each sector fighting for their thing rather than having one group of people in power that I just want to consolidate themselves more power. Like if you had a scientist, like a group of people in charge, like a council, like a scientist and lots of different people, then like everything, nothing would be neglected. Is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. I think we should just do direct democracy on that. I think we've spoken before about.
Yeah, we have.
I think
So
that's
like
better.
a team of politics, and like each one of them has a very specific
Yeah,
speciality
You have a representative from each subsector of society.
But I
instead
still
of
don't
having
think that's
one
gonna help.
person.
That's not gonna help normal people. I don't think.
No, like, well,
Because
well,
normal
Have
people
a
don't care about
representative
rocket
for
ships.
normal people.
no, but we need to have rocket ships.
No, we don't. There's nothing out there, dude. It's all just big rocks. Who cares?
What's the point of humanity if we don't do something?
We live on a
with-
big rock. Who cares? You get to live. Who
Yeah.
cares? You see shit.
yeah,
Who
but-
cares? Like you can
Yeah,
say it about
yes.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
You're right, Dylan. You make a good point.
I know, but why don't we do something with this coincidence? Is what I'm trying to say. Build a legacy that no one will hear, but it was there.
Yeah.
Silvers, what the fuck is that?
It's for next episode.
It's for next episode.
Okay, we can talk about that next time. In the next topic.
Yeah.
I-
Well,
I-
I'm sorry, I've just seen it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn that off.
yeah, yeah. Don't.
That
don't
is
listen.
fucked. I'm
Yeah,
changing channel.
But like,
Yeah.
Bean, we'd have a representative for like
Oh,
everything.
Starship's still up.
So why would things get ignored?
Well, yeah, then let's just have one for everything. No, but I feel like you'd have to make sure it was balanced because I feel like some people, some representatives, are still would like
Yeah,
all
yeah, I
want the same
guess.
thing. You know what I mean?
I
While a
guess, yeah,
physicist and a
that's my-
chemist would probably both want some similar things.
true.
You know what I mean?
Um,
Like they want to fucking roll around in space dust or whatever the fuck they want to do.
yeah, that's true. Well, there would obviously need to be some kind of, like, I don't know, rules to it. What are they called?
Rules. Communists.
No,
Convoys.
no,
Control.
no.
Caravans.
It's like absolute rules that they use to do laws.
Commandments.
No. Constitution.
Constitution.
Tom. I'm glad that Tom's smart.
I'm smart.
Jeez.
I'm just smart in different areas.
Why don't you go make a podcast with Tom then?
I mean,
Go on, Joe. Go on, Joe.
Go.
probably get more shit done.
Probably.
What?
Anyway, should we move on to the?
James,
You
Yeah,
actually
that's
turned up
pretty
to it,
good.
James. Yeah.
Yeah. What? How much we could do if you turned up?
Ah,
Moving on.
Proper
Yeah,
smart.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the one you want.
Submit.
fuck off! I'm not. Fuck you. Fuck you. I do what I do despite you, not because of you. Don't piss me off. Let's move on. Obviously, my topics aren't interesting enough for you guys, so
Ow.
let's go.
There's so many arguments in this chat. I can't find a single topic. Give me a sec.
At the bottom, Angus has done one. Silver Spring Monkeys.
No,
What are
no,
No.
it's for next episode.
they? Why next?
That-
Okay.
That shit, that it's so fucked up.
It is.
It probably
Like-
requires some research.
It does require
So we're
some
actually
research.
qualified to talk about
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
News
sure.
to Pudwunk, I know, but
Fine.
It's-
Okay. I always get stuff stuck in my teeth. So how about we invent teeth covers
That
you
was
put
a good
over your
idea.
teeth so things don't get in there?
you mean retainers?
You
Yeah,
can
but
always,
kind of.
Yeah,
you
like
put a retainer
retainer.
in?
kind of.
you can always floss.
No,
that.
that's for nerds.
I was thinking about that the other day. Why have
Why
we?
do a
I
Fortnite
suppose
dance?
it's
How
so
will it
that
fix your teeth. I am funny. Right, go on, Dylan. Sorry.
I suppose it's like if you damage a tooth, then it's easier. You'll still have the other ones to use, but why don't we just have one big like tooth on the top and bottom,
Ooh. Yeah,
and
let's do
nothing
that.
would get stuck?
Ooh.
Surely
Let's do that.
getting stuff stuck in between and cutting your gums could lead to infections and stuff, which could make it like evolve.
Yeah.
Just a separate organism living
But-
in our mouths
but we-
that
but
choose for us.
We need the different shaped teeth, don't we?
Sorry.
We need the different shaped teeth.
Well, no,
don't
we could have it like a spork. Like,
Yeah, like multiple
gonna
in
Oh, right,
one.
I
bit.
guess. I
Yeah.
guess. But then, because they're all one tooth, would it not flat out?
I don't know how they would grow.
Well, it would just be an extension of bone, like horns. I
Yeah.
guess.
It's just
Um,
strange to grow in that kind of shape and have it flat on the tops and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know how milk teeth and shit would work. I don't even know. What is the point in milk teeth? I can't remember.
Milk teeth.
Why?
milk
Babe-
teeth.
Baby
teeth.
teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, baby
Oh,
teeth.
baby teeth. I don't know. I guess as a kid you put a lot more things in your mouth, so maybe that's why they exist.
Maybe.
Right. Imagine we have 1, 2, 3 minutes. Got one. I fell out.
Then you just grow a new one.
Yeah.
That's what I
That's a
meant. Maybe
good point,
having
but I
multiple
But
teeth.
it wouldn't fall out if because there would be more than one place it was like secured onto your gums. Like your entire mouth would have to rot, which I don't know if that's a thing.
Probably. Medicine
Bones are
knows no bounds.
softer when younger. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
That's why the teeth full. Toothful.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. Next.
Next, have you read Animal Farm?
Oh, George, I've been meaning to read that.
What was that about?
Communism.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Communism.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we talk about communism one time? Like, why doesn't it work? That's a good topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
doesn't it work? Tell me.
Um,
Explain to me.
it doesn't. Well. The problem with communism is that it's like very general, because of years of
Well, yeah.
misinterpretation and stuff. If we talk
Exactly.
about Stalinism,
Yeah.
that's different to Marxism,
Marxism,
which
is
is
Marxism the
which is
one
different
where
to Trotskyism.
is Marxism the one where like it's like small communities and you all vibe?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I only really know about Stalinism because I play Hoi 4. So
Oh, okay. So you read a lot, is what you're saying? You read
no,
a
not
book.
really. I don't really a lot. I play a lot of games.
Well,
Though.
Hoy is a book.
No,
It's
not
like
really. No, it's
It's
actually
like
a game. No, it's
like-
actually a game.
It's not really a
pretty
game.
strategic game.
It's like an ebook.
It's quite fun. It's actually a really fun game.
Ebook.
It's like a choose your own adventure book.
Just because it doesn't have a bunch of flashy lights doesn't mean it's not a game. Yeah, I'm sure Tom will inform us on this. Do any of you know about Marxism?
No,
No.
No, not really.
Well, this is a good topic.
good
Yeah.
topic.
I'm
I
not
don't
really
trust Tom,
well
so-
informed with communists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair
same
enough.
really.
Well, anyway, I think Stalinism at least is where, like, your kind of everything is. I'm just trying to remember. Everything's kind of provided, kind of like you're provided
Healthcare.
healthcare, a house.
I don't. Probably not healthcare.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, yeah. I mean, and, like it's like currency isn't really a thing
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're just given like I don't know, maybe like coupons or something, or just some kind of way to record
I thought,
more
I thought like
effectiveness as a person,
Yeah.
and then you then spend that.
I thought like the basis of the whole idea was that like it was like you're in a small community and you don't have to like you don't have to like pay for anything. Like if there's a Donny that sells carrots, you can just go to him and get as many carrots as you want, and like your price for doing that is also contributing something else to the community. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So like
Because
you,
everyone
you
provides.
might grow something like potatoes or something.
Yeah, and
So
then
it's
and
kind of like you
the
provide to your
basic
community to be able to reap the rewards of what
Yeah.
other people provide. You know what I mean?
I think and then the mate next door provides your glass, so if you need to, stuff like that.
I think that's cool.
But I think it doesn't work because as humans we're selfish, so we want to get leverage
I
over
don't know
other
if we
humans.
are. I don't know if we are.
We are.
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
selfish.
We are.
Prove that it's not conditioning. How do you know it's not conditioning?
How many times have you done something solely humanitarian with
But
no
maybe that's
other?
because I've been made to think like that.
What do you mean?
How,
What?
how it, like maybe it's like conditioning from society. Like what
But-
if we dropped a
but
bunch
that's
of
the thing.
kids in like a jungle?
That's
They'd
the thing.
probably like do stuff. for each other.
Animals are selfish. That's the thing.
Yeah.
No way. I don't think so.
Do you have any evidence to suggest that animals aren't selfish?
Monkeys like pick fleas out of each other's backs.
Yeah,
Only
because
so the other one will also
Yeah.
put foot on their back.
Yeah.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Well, if you're using that logic, then there's no selfless deed
Exactly.
at all. You physically
Okay.
cannot do anything selfless.
What? That's not true. If you
That
do
is
something completely out of your way to help someone else, then that is selfless. Like people who go to foreign
Yeah,
countries.
but then you gain
provide
then you
aid.
gain something from it though.
What self gratification?
Yeah, yeah, and respect from other people. So there is no selfless deed
But-
because you're getting something out.
Yeah,
of
but
it
that's
as
still
well.
being selfless, surely. Yes, you are getting something in return, but it's not like materialistic.
Yeah. So why is
I-
getting fleas picked out of my back not as good as a reward?
I
as
think
having.
I think
someone
the
else with me?
motive. I think the motive, not. So, if you do something, if you do go out of your way, and get thanked by people, blah blah blah. If you went out of your way to get thanked, then that's not selfless. If you went out of your way purely because someone was in trouble, then yeah, that's selfless and fine. But with monkeys.
Monkey.
King Kong's gonna win.
You're wrong.
If a monkey doesn't pick another monkey's fleas off its back, the monkeys won't pick its fleas off their back. if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's the case with most things.
But like, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't go out of their way to do something selfless if people weren't going to appreciate it. Know what I mean?
I think it's sort of the human characteristic to help people. I think some people are more.
I agree with Kiwi. I
think this
Kiwi is based.
I don't know.
I'm with Angus here. It depends on the motive. If you do something to expect something in return, then it's not selfless.
Yeah.
If you do something for the better of like all of you.
But anyway, at the end of the day, we were talking about
Anyway,
we were talking about communism, right? So, the problem
What
with
Tom said.
communism is you want, like, it's like what you said. You want respect and people around you to like you, and so people look for leverage on other people. Kind of, like, it's hard to describe.
Well, why can't we just learn to not do that?
What?
Well, why don't we just not?
Why do you give up? I don't understand this. Why do you just give up in arguments?
I'm not giving up.
Why don't
are.
we just not do that?
you're kind of picking the easy way on, I guess.
That was
Is that what
such
you
an easy way to give up. Bean.
Oh, yeah, whatever then. Whatever. Keep talking.
I've lost my track now. You fucked it.
You guys argue like married couples.
I know.
Like we'll talk about something for like 5 minutes, and then I'll start to make a point, and then Bean's like, "Why don't we just not?"
Well, I think that's a good point.
We
gotta
just not?
debate.
Why don't we just teach people? No, I'm not talking about not have this conversation. That's not
No,
what I mean.
I know, but it's like that's such a useless take because you can't just not. I'm talking about the nature of humans. How can you just not?
Just teach people to not do it.
Yep.
Just be like, yo, bad man, stop doing that, and it'll be like, yeah, chill, lad, and that's it. That's done. We have solved the world's issues.
No, it's-
Incredibly idealistic, yeah.
people want to make their life better, so that way, and communism stops that because you're provided like a house, a job, this, that, and the other. You are provided by the state, so there's no individualism. You can't become something because you can't even become like a comedian because there are state-provided comedians.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But this isn't.
It's filled
Boris
with
Johnson.
This isn't the type of world I'm talking about. That you're talking about.
but aren't we trying to talk about the issue with communism?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about like a big state. I'm talking about like a small community.
well,
So if I go to the builder
it's-
guy
it's-
and I'm like, yo, Don, I need a new house.
But communal things are different to communist things. You are talking about more of a anarchist like society. Like
No, but it wouldn't. Not anarchy.
no, it's not anarchy, but it's more anarchist than a communist. Communist is very like it's like fascism, but like less individualism, right? So
But I think.
so the state is
yeah.
powerful, but everything is provided for.
Yeah, but I think that's just one form of communism,
Do
isn't
you
that?
remember the four-ended like spectrum thing?
The
Like,
four
like,
ended-
it had-
Political
it had
compass.
The political
yeah,
compass.
yeah.
So you had like liberalism, then you had like I can't remember like individual. Like one sec, let me see if I can find it. Political compass. So you have authoritarian, and then you have libertarian, and you have left and right. So authoritarian right is like fascism, and then authoritarian left is like communism, and then libertarian left is what you're talking about, which is like communal areas and things like that.
But isn't communism such a broad term?
Well, yeah, it is, but like, see, this is the issue with the fucking conversation. Is that like I'm going to look up what Marxism is real quick. Marxism, because I want to know what the difference is between that and what I was talking about was. Because if you're talking about this, then we were talking about different things. Materialism. It's kind of more like class things. I don't know. But yeah, I think as people want to be individualists, and communism doesn't provide that, so people aren't happy, basically, and that's why it doesn't work. You can have individualism in socialist societies, but you need it wouldn't be true.
I don't understand why necessarily you can't have individualism. I don't get
because
why.
to achieve aspirations and stuff, you need
a motive.
Yeah, and our motive is money. And money can help us progress along that line. But you'd need to have but that's because we live in a capitalist society. Well, how would you follow your aspirations and dreams if everything was provided by the local higher ups? If the radio is constantly playing propaganda, how do you become a musician?
But why does it have to be?
It's basically if humans don't have motivation, they will not do anything.
Well,
that's what I'm thinking. If everything's provided for you, you have no motivation to
I didn't
do
really
something.
Propaganda. I just meant
No, but why can't
every gap is filled? Is what I'm saying.
But why can't I still get a job as a radio DJ and play whatever music people want?
Well, because the communism that I was talking about, which is Stalinism, your job is provided to you by the state.
Yeah, but then why can I not have people phone in and be like, "Oh, can you play this?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, man." Why can't I do that?
Well, because you don't have a guitar.
No, but play it on the radio.
We don't. What? So, well, I guess. I don't know what you're trying to say, man.
I don't get why. You were talking about how the songs have to be chosen by the state, but why is that necessarily true?
Well, no. I agree. Why are people leaving? Hello? What? Who left? Oh, it was Adam. I don't know. I don't know. I was talking about Stalinism, which is quite corrupt. So maybe whatever you're talking about isn't so. But communism, the fact that it's meant to be top left, which is authoritarian left. So authoritarian means strong state, powerful government. So I don't know. I think when I say what the problems of communism are, you say no, communism is just the left part. What?
I feel like we're extremely unexperienced to talk about this.
Yeah. I'm not good enough to talk about this.
No, but can I just make one last
Fine.
question?
Of course.
I understand what you're saying about individualism if everything's provided by the state, yeah. But if you're thinking about clothes, why does that mean there necessarily can't be a million different types of clothes?
Pardon?
What?
What?
Can you
You know
just,
what I mean? Why can't the state just provide a million different types of clothes?
Why would
I
they?
why? What's the point?
Because people
It's
want them.
expensive.
Because people want them.
Why?
But why
There's
does-
no
why does the
benefit
state
to the
care?
society
Yeah, why does the
Because
state
then people are happier and don't overthrow the government.
by having clothes.
I don't.
Well, no, it's a small morale boost, but it surely would count.
I guess. I feel like there's more important matters to address in a society
Yeah,
than clothes, so.
In a society where your job is provided to you and there's nowhere for you to go with a quote unquote career, I think
Yeah, no, but
clothes aren't gonna fix that.
if your job is provided to you, why can't the people whose job it is to make clothes just make a load of different types of clothes?
What does that have to do with anything?
You're talking about individualism.
Yeah.
They'd
So,
have
like,
to. They'd
making
have
your
to
own
design.
choices.
They'd have to design them. They'd have to get all the different.
Yeah, but people have to
wools
do
and
that
shit.
anyway.
But they like you buy a shirt that's been made to be produced multiple times. If each individual person in Russia, which has millions of people, wants a different shirt, then it's
No,
going to
but, like,
be
it could still be
extremely
the same
long
as
and
now.
laborious.
But it could still be the same as now.
It's the same as now. What?
As in,
What's
like, there
now?
are, like, loads of different shirts, but loads of the same type.
Yeah. But then, how is that any different to? I mean,
Because you
if,
can still express yourself individually.
but you can't express yourself as well as you'd want to,
Why?
because to do that you'd need your own individual shirt.
But you still need that today.
But it's not it's not a one of
Yeah,
a kind shirt.
Like, you can't provide like small benefits and expect it to have big impact. You can't say, "Oh, you can."
I'm not saying that.
choose. Yeah, no, it is. But like, you can choose that. You can choose your clothes. You can choose this. But like, if you don't
I'm
actually
not-
change what, like, the basis of the things are, the people won't be happy.
I'm not saying that.
Well, what are you saying then?
About individualism. I've said the word like 5 times.
Yeah, you're saying that new clothes will bring you equal individualism.
No.
It won't.
Oh, yeah, man. Alright.
And even if you try and do more things than that, it won't bring individualism. You need like a currency and career paths, and just have people tell their
I
own
don't know, I
story.
was just trying to ask questions, man.
So, would people in a communist society actually give a shit about showing like individualism and expressing themselves? Because, like, their job is to contribute to the society and sort
Yeah,
of.
that's a good point. Maybe they'd be
Would they?
social conditioned.
Would they even
just do
care?
their job.
Yeah, because we only care about like individualism and being able to express ourselves and being unique because our society like
Can't
rewards
promote that.
people who are unique. If you are
Okay.
unique and manage to get a high up job, then you're succeeding. You have all the money. That's how it works in this
People will
society.
like
So
you as
maybe,
well.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like this kind of society just revolves around money, and the more money you have, the more sort of you live easier. You become like usually become like more of a, what do you call it? Like a positive, not a positive influence, like someone that people look up to, kind of thing. Whereas if you're unique, you get bullied.
Mm.
I mean, if you have a high up job, then you're unique in comparison to the rest of the
Yeah,
population.
you're not unique when compared to your other CEO buddies,
Yeah.
but you're unique when it comes to everyday blokes.
Whereas in a communist society, no one's really unique because they all have sort of the same sort of level of job. Everyone
Yeah,
sort of
that-
gets the same thing, like the minimum to survive. So maybe they just don't
But
care about.
I think I made a mistake. I thought communism
Yeah.
was top left, so authoritarian left. But Tom says it's like a broad
Span of all the left.
span of all the left.
Yeah.
So in that case, quote unquote communism could work if you just did like a middle left.
What's the
Which I
top and
think
bottom?
is-
What's the bottom again?
So-
So you have
so-
authoritarian
so-
and
and then bottom is what is it? Libertarian.
which is
so, like-
when people have more power. Is that?
Yeah, it's when the people have the power.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a middle ground could work.
Yeah.
So then the people actually have a voice to say this is what we want,
Mm.
rather than the government being this is what you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But
top
you-
left,
of
probably
course-
not. Mid left, maybe.
I mean, of course, you need some kind of government. Otherwise, like
Unregulated.
well, at least in like a global scale. Of course, you need like a government.
We talked about it
otherwise-
before with like the
Yeah,
the
other
self-
people will just like exploit it.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd say
But
it's
yeah.
similar to what we did before about like the what do you call it, automative societies or whatever.
oh yeah. So like, small communities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it would work with smaller communist communities, but as a large like country or something, I think you'd have to have some kind of authoritarian edge there. So like probably middle ground. Is defined as the belief that personal freedom should be maximized, while authoritarianism is defined as
What
the belief that
is-
authority.
What is socialism then? Femin.
True.
So what's the difference between socialism and communism?
We should have Thomian as a guest to talk about all this shit, to be honest.
I mean, I
Yeah.
asked. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Ah,
Few
fair
times.
enough.
Workers should own the means of production. Okay. So you kind of like what we used to have with like blacksmiths and stuff. Like the blacksmith would make the swords for the
Yeah.
army, and he'd own the shop that you buy them from, and stuff like that.
I love
Okay.
that kind of idea of medieval societies. Like everyone has like a set job. It's quite simple.
Yeah, and there wasn't really any like
Variation in the job.
there wasn't any like career aspirations back then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you'd normally.
maybe it is social conditioning then. But I mean, there's an awful lot of factors that like they were ruled under a king who they
Yeah.
believed
Yeah.
was sent by God. I guess maybe if they were all atheists, then there'd be lots of backstabbing and
Yeah.
scheming.
That's what I mean. If we were taught something completely different from the start, that like
Mm.
being unique gets you nowhere, aspiring to be in a higher career gets you nowhere, then yeah, it would change the society as a whole. So I think social conditioning has a lot to do separate of the style of politics, if that's the word for it.
Mm.
Like whether it's communism or capitalism and
So,
all that shit. So
mean-
I think the social conditioning part is a completely separate part.
So, sorry, I kind of moved on a bit.
Yeah, carry
So,
on. It's not very.
Socialism is it's just a theory that the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned by the community.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it is that the workers are able to choose. That's like, I think that I don't see why that wouldn't be able to work. Socialism, but then what's the difference between communism? Is property is which all property is owned by the community. Okay, interesting. So socialism is where the community own the means of production, distribution, and exchange, whereas communism is where all property is owned by the community. So,
Wait, you say communism is the one where
yeah, it's where all property is owned by the community.
that would be
So
like
you
bottom
wouldn't
left,
own
though,
a
wouldn't
house.
it?
I don't know.
Oh no, yeah, it would just be communism then. Yeah.
I think it would just be left. But it's like, so you wouldn't own a house. There wouldn't really be any use for a currency because you don't own anything. Like, you buy a bed that doesn't really belong to you anyway because you're in a communist society.
Yeah.
Whereas socialism is just kind of, yeah, socialism is just it's just a bit more free for the workers. It's kind of that they just have a bit more power.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, socialism could work, but I don't think communism would.
Is that our
I mean-
final conclusion that we're going to draw?
Socialism is in place in the Scandinavian countries.
Is
They do
no,
well.
I think isn't it a?
They have a mix of capitalism and socialism.
I don't.
Um,
yeah,
I don't think
It's-
it's like proper socialism. It's probably like a hint of it, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, England has a hint of socialism here and there.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Well, maybe not. It's called socialized healthcare, but I
It's
I don't know how
it's not
yeah.
because
Yeah.
the NHS isn't owned by the workers.
yeah. There's
It's owned by the state.
government.
Weirdly,
I suppose
Yeah.
that's similar to I
They
mean,
do.
sorry. I suppose that capitalism does like inherently have a hint of socialism in it because
Yeah.
if you start a company, that is your company. I
But you're not,
suppose.
but not necessarily because you could employ people to work for your company. So therefore, you're no longer the worker, but you are the owner. So not
Yeah.
really. I guess if you were the only person in your business, then sure, I guess that's kind of like socialism.
I don't know. It's difficult to
But,
imagine.
but,
for
but then
me,
again, even if you did own your own business, you might not control the means of
Distribution.
that's it,
yeah.
and exchange. So it isn't really. Anyway,
I think I've
we should-
forgotten part of the definition.
Yeah, I think we should quit.
Are we going to
Yeah,
draw
sure.
a conclusion then?
But-
Does communist work?
No,
No.
No.
socialism does.
Very well.
Very nice.
Well then,
Take hint, politicians. We are based.
we are base. We know all 5 guys on the internet with no professional qualifications in politics. We
We
know it
are
all.
so based. In a
on,
bizzle,
that,
guys.
on that bombshell.
Farewell.
Thanks for coming. Join us next time. Join the
Been
Discord.
good.
Look at the YouTube. Do shit like that.
So,
I don't know
Bye.
what you just said, but we'll see you in a bit.
you